right, man. Let's talk about Pistons possibly picking up Chris Paul this offseason. I think if Monty Williams stay, that make a lot of sense. Possibly, Chris Paul can be the successor to Monty Williams as the head coach in Detroit. So that'll be a hell of a transition. I think Chris Paul will make a good coach. But I think he's trying to chase a championship. So I think if he's trying to chase a championship, he's going to take less money to go somewhere. New York, Boston, Minnesota. I don't think the Lakers is a good fit. I think Denver is another good fit for him. So I think trying to get one of them team over at home. But if, the teams like that or Miami or something like that don't really want, to deal with him, he still want to play and kind of play some minutes and give back. I mean, he could teach Chris Paul and Marcus Sasser and Short Thompson and the young Pistons, Jalen Duren, a ton. Like I said, he possibly could transition to being a head coach somewhere or in Detroit. So I like Chris Paul, what he can bring to the table, what he can, bring to Cade Cunningham and what he can bring to Sasser, Short Thompson, a lot of those guards, especially what he can bring to Jalen Duren. Tyson Chandler having one of his best years, David West having some of his best years with Chris Paul, what he helped do in OKC and all that type of stuff. I think that can make a huge difference. And it's different when you got that guy who can show them and reach places that Monty Williams couldn't reach. And, sometimes, you got a big brother, big sister, and, they went through the bullshit with the mom and all that shit and the dad. And they can tell you, they just want this and that and the third. They want the best for you. And you got somebody that went through it. Pistons ain't really got nobody like that. And Chris Paul, he could bring that perspective to the Detroit Pistons. So yeah, he can bring that perspective to the Pistons, where they sit there and they can be like, okay, I get what you're saying, and this is what he wants. And so I'm not mad at it. But, you kind of want to see Chris Paul still playing for one reason only. And that's the title. That's the title. Can he be a guy that you can lean on and count on? No, he ain't been that guy in forever. Since New Orleans, because he always get injured and he always get hurt. So, no, he can't be that guy, but he can be that guy that in the regular season give you 20 minutes, get the bench guys going, get them involved, facilitate. But his real, what he really can bring to the table is really showing these guys how to play the right way, and that's just not from a guard's perspective. That's from a basketball perspective, showing Jalen Duren this is what you got to do. This is, and defensively he's great, and offensively he's great. So the nutrients that he will bring to the Pistons, the value that he brings is, I don't think you can quantify it. So I don't think you really can measure what he can bring to the table for real. So I think that's a good look for Detroit. But I just think at this point he probably want to go chase a ring, and that's what he should go chase. Go chase your ring, but they gotta want him. You gotta take less. So if it's New York, if it's Philly, if it's Minnesota, Denver, it'd be great for Denver. Need that extra boost off the floor. That way, in Denver, with Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray can get some minutes, Chris Paul can come in there and run the show for a second. KCP come back. That's what was missing. Like Bruce Brown came in and really was just integral. And now Bruce Brown bouncing around the league, and some people, I gotta tell you, man, when your mindset is just chasing money, and you ain't looking like this is a good fit, and you ain't, like, damn, this is a good fit. I might take a couple of extra $1 million, but this is a good fit for me. Nobody ever looks at it that way. Everybody just money hungry. Money. Everybody, especially with social media, always looking for the better deal, the better man, the better woman, the better husband, the better fiance. And everything, on the outside looking in looks really, really good. Or her husband taking her, her wife doing, his wife doing this for her, and this, that, and the third. They sound good, but until you really see how people living and how miserable people is, it look good on social media. You look like a nice guy on social media. You like a nice female on social media. You know, but you find out why a lot of these people it's not what they think it is. Niggas be miserable, women be miserable. They just be happy in front of y'all. They want you to think, oh, I'm having a great time. Nah. Sometimes you in the best situation, but everybody always just looking for the better deal. This is why I tell people, man, you got a woman, man. You know, if you want to commit to her, tell her get rid of social media unless it's for business purposes. If she ain't willing to get rid of her social media, then hey, man, don't give her a hard commitment. Definitely don't marry her. Because social media, especially social media, and her still going out to the club and stuff, them women don't deserve to be getting nothing serious. If they not willing to give up that social media, my boy, and they ain't willing to give up going to the bar and the club on a regular basis, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. She don't deserve a hard commitment. Telling you not, bro. A lot of brothers don't want to listen. So it always look good somewhere else. Trust and believe me. But boy, oh boy, once you start living, the more you figure, oh man, I'm glad, I'm happy in this. I'm good. I ain't got to go through this shit. That's why a lot of guys remaining single. I can have my cake and not deal with the bullshit. Hey, I ain't mad at you. But, you know, everything look good. We're on the outside looking in. Everything look good. But, like I said before, Chris Paul would be a good look for us. To help us grow. Especially if Monty's still the head coach. And I can see him transitioning. Honestly, I can see him transitioning into something more within the organization and what he chooses to transition to. So, but yeah, man, we gotta wait and see. But I like the possibilities of that. But I might be in a minority. Like I said, I never run my channel like, well, I'm right and you ninjas wrong, and I don't care what you say. Like, bro, I don't care. Everybody got their opinion, because when you right, nobody ever come back and say, oh yeah, you was right, and yeah, you know, when you wrong, everybody want to point the finger, say you wrong. So I don't get too high, don't get too low on that shit at all. Once again, I don't get too high, I don't get too low. But yeah, appreciate y'all. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And the subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit on notification, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. And hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, aka X. That's about it, Facebook. But appreciate the love and support. Peace.